All right, we are live, guys. What is up? I am CrebleStar from New Brunswick, Canada, and I am going to be commentated by Mr. Stun Rooster here. If you can present yourself.
Hello, everybody.
So, yeah, we'll be doing Mega Man 1 today with all the zips and all this glory with a Guitar Hero controller. Woo! That's gonna be awesome. So we're
Yep,
not.
and I'll be explaining that here in a second.
Yeah, we have a weird button layout here, which Stunt Rooster can explain to you guys right now, just before we start.
Okay, so if you're looking at the Guitar Hero control here, up on the neck, you're going to notice 5 buttons. To the one that's over to the farther right-hand side, or his left hand, it'll be his shoot button. Then to the left is a red button, will be jump. Yellow is D-pad down. Select is blue. Start is red. And then there's a strum bar that's over on his main body. That is going to be for the D-pad to go right or left. So down will be right, up will be left. And then the arm that's down there, or the little whammy thing, will be for the D-pad up. So it's pretty unique. His D-pad is essentially in 3 different areas. So
yeah, it is
pretty
pretty
tough.
It is pretty insane. So yeah, so this is gonna be really rough. It's just gonna be like I said, all the zips, going on in this game, and yeah, let's have some fun. Let's play Guitar Mega Man 1. And 3, 2, 1, let's go. All right, this is gonna be crazy.
Okay, so he's going to start off with the Cut Man, who's generally the first one you're going to go through with the 90%. Usually kind of a boring stage that you don't really need the magnet beam for. It's just kind of simple, straightforward. You can use the magnet beam for some zips here, especially in this first screen, but it's really not the most practical thing to do. So yeah, he's just going to go through here. This is pretty simple, straightforward stage.
Oops. There is some difficulty to the movements, though, that is not with the controller usually. The biggest gripe with this is my up input is with my tremolo bar here, which makes some stuff really hard, especially Fireman Zip later.
So most times Creble will go for that jump there to kind of sneak it through the left side to go around, but you can probably understand why he will not be doing that right now with this guitar set up here, but he's going to go for most everything. It's going to be quite impressive.
Pressing the wrong button here. But yeah, there's also those quick ladder climbs usually where you would do with the controller, but because of the weird inputs, I'm just not going to do them. Oops, wrong button, it's alright. Oh, bad Susie.
So right there, he'll use for those not familiar with the Mega Man series, he'll use that kind of as a little pause buffer to kind of stop the damage and get through everything quickly instead of falling backwards and wasting some time.
Gonna hope for one small health drop here. Nope. Just hope I don't. I think I'm gonna go to the safe route here and take the safe health, just not to get killed by the squishy coming up, the stomper.
Yep. Big guy, otherwise known as Squishy to us.
Yes.
As you'll see, he can do the screen wraps and everything, even with his guitar controller.
Oh, I actually had a good squishy. I could have bypassed that health, but it was a risk to take. So yeah, the first.
So into his Cutman fight here, he's just going to use the simple lemon shooter here. You'll notice the bricks here when he enters the gate. That Gutsman is usually the weapon of choice that he can kill him with 2 shots, but with this run he's going to just go with the typical buster.
Yeah, he's pretty easy to beat. I mean, it's just basic. You shoot him, and you try to hit him out of his iframes, and that's it. First boss done. 234 first boss, not bad. Could have been worse. Could have been better, but it could have been worse.
So now he's going to head on to Elect Man, and this is where it gets a little bit interesting here with going to grab the magnet beam without the Gutsman power.
Yes.
He's going to try a little backdoor entrance here, and doing that on the guitar is even more interesting.
Oh, we got the climb right away. That climb is really hard to do with the guitar.
Like, it's hard enough to do with a regular controller.
Yeah, it is. You are right. Oops.
Right here, he's going to make his climb up. Just going to be, I don't know if he's going to go for the one little tricky jump that he has up here that he passed over in Cut Man, but
I think I'm gonna try this one. I mean, this one saves way more time than Cutman's ledge jump, so I might go in for it. This is a bit stressful though, but if it works out, it's gonna save good time. Okay. Oh man, we missed it. All right, we're gonna take the other side.
yeah, that's the cause of a lot of resets in this game if you're going to be running it.
Yeah, that's right.
Probably one of that and the fire zip is my two. I was doing that, but he'll take the safer way over, and that's fine.
All right. Now the fun stuff is coming up.
So the inputs here are mostly mainly going to be up and jump here to try to get through the wall to kind of grab the wall clip and get through the wall to grab the magnet beam. There is some select different inputs on there. It's probably too much to go through it to explain how it's exactly broken down. But,
this one's actually pretty easy to do. Oh, damn. I almost got it. Because my down and shoot are both on buttons, but yeah, still hard to do. Come on. Come on, Mega Man. Mega Man. Please. There we go. Oh, man. Keep missing the inputs. There we go. Now we got it. Let's hope we don't soft lock. And we're good.
All right, good. Because yeah, if you end up in there right now, you'll be in jail and you'll be locked in because you don't have the guts power to lift those bricks out and throw them away. So you'd have to definitely reset it because you'd have to wait for Dr. Light to come over there and bail you out with the guts manpower.
Yeah, I had a backup in case that happened, like a safe state ride just before, but yeah, I didn't want to go through that. I wanted to get legit as possible. Okay. Now also here there would be usually some heavy magnet beam usage. I'm not gonna use them as much because there's more risk of me falling off than saving time.
But you will see how the magnet beam does really assist you as far as getting over a lot of platforms, and
definitely.
Usually it can speed the time up of the run.
Had a bad squishy here. Normally also here would be the climb of hell, I call it, but yeah, it would be normally going on magnet beams to try to go faster to this part, but yeah, I'm just gonna go slow here because I can't do those jumps with the guitar. Also, what I would do, normally if I had enough health, I would just take select boosts through the beams, but now I can't since my health is pretty low.
So we're gonna be entering Cut or Electman's stage here. Cut is his weakness. 3 scissors to the face of Electman will get the job done here.
Uh-oh, we got killed. Damn, I selected the wrong weapon for some reason.
Yeah, those things happen. So he's gonna have to go back up that corridor again, but no big deal. He'll have a lot more health and he'll get it through this time. But Electman does hit pretty heavy with his electric beams. So if you have low health, it's pretty tough.
For donation really fast?
Sorry?
Sorry, I was asking, since we're going the same corridor, do we have time for donation really fast?
Oh yeah, we have.
Absolutely.
Awesome. We got $20 from Stuff and Things. It says Mega Man Block Hype. Oh, no. Thanks very much. Good luck.
That's alright, you can still continue with 1 or 2 more.
Only one right now, so if anybody else has anything they want to donate for, we got some incentives, some prizes, so be sure to check out those commands in chat.
Nice. Alright, let's get it this time. Alright, that was a way to do it.
Nice job there to jump out there on the top there before he sends his beam out there. It's nice to get those 2 scissors in.
Alright.
So now you're going to see the magnet beam be really used quite frequently in this stage here with Iceman coming up. He's going to skip over a lot of these lakes and he's going to try to do some screen wraps through here that really speed up time and get through a couple rooms quick like.
Yeah, this stage is pretty scary to run because there's a lot of things going on. Oh, I forgot to take that drop. That makes a lot of lag. Okay.
So he's going to take the beam out here and he's going to skip over this water here and with those little floor Swiffer Sweeper guys and the penguins that'll go down and the water physics that you'll have to face. It's just a lot quicker to go airborne through here. And he's going to be looking at the scoreboard, which is
Ooh, we got the
usually
pixel
pretty
right away.
useless for anything else, but that does help him get the right eye here for the zip, and then he gets that through
okay.
here.
We got
and
the
he
screen wrap,
executed
guys.
that nicely. And that skips 2 rooms and a bunch of Yoku blocks, so that's a really good time save for him. That's a nice job, especially on that guitar. And the game thinks of everything. They knew that you're going to want to utilize this magnet beam, so they give you the health refill right there in the middle. And he's going to try for another skip up here.
We're
And he
having
got it.
We're having a really good Iceman right now.
Yeah, this is nice because that skips 2 more rooms and a big squishy that takes a lot of your health away.
Oops.
So you can zip through the corridors up here. It's pretty tough to hit it.
Yeah.
There's no real visual cue or anything. It's kind of a feel type of thing with maybe bonking your head on the ceiling, but kind of tough to execute. But you only had 1 beam to try it anyway, but you can zip through that corridor and make it a little bit quicker. So here with Iceman, he's going to use his select button to do a pause buffer to keep the beam on the screen and to quickly eliminate Iceman with 3 shots just like that instead of going through and shooting it in every individual shot. And that's where that pause buffer strat kind of comes through nicely. And you'll see that through several other weapons throughout this game.
All right, here comes hands down the hardest stage with the guitar here, Fireman. This zip, the main zip in this game is very scary to execute.
Yes, the death pixel that we all love.
Oh boy.
So he's looking for the middle groove here to
There
get
we
the
go.
beam the wall, and he can skip all that stuff. And he got it. There's another zip you can do right there, but he's lost a lot of beam already, so he's probably just gonna
Yeah, that's
skip
right.
that one through here.
I would usually try
There's
it,
another
but
zip coming up this next screen over here. It was kind of the same thing as we saw in the Iceman, where he can wrap through and skip through 2 screens.
we missed the wrap. That's not a big deal.
No big deal. It's pretty tough to get. But there's another secondary way that you can miss this screen by shooting the beam right there and falling through the ceiling.
Ah,
And going through just like that.
I missed an input
You
here.
try to go through the quick zip, but
That would have been a cool zip to
Hero.
execute.
yeah. Sometimes the input fails will get you, but
Okay, here
try to
comes-
get that other zip that'll go up to that ladder.
So here's the really scary part. Ah, I missed it. Okay, let's try again. Gonna have to go the other side. Just not to use too much beams. Oh, I got the death pixel. Ah, that sucks. We are gonna have to bypass the zip.
Yep,
It's a really hard zip to do. Really, really hard zip to do.
Yep, that is definitely a run killer for many of us right there, where if you go a little bit too far up, you just get the wrong pixel and you end up falling straight down into the pit there. So it happens very frequently for Mega Man 1 80% runners. So
Yeah. But yeah,
No
like,
shame there.
I can't stress the difficulty, how much it is tough with the guitar. Like, I can do it with the controller pretty regularly, but with the Guitar Hero controller, it's really difficult because of the up input.
and again, remember that his D-pad is in 3 different spots here, so
That is right.
he has to remember it. He might be an accomplished musician and all, but especially with the guitar, but even with having to incorporate the gaming function into it too, it's pretty insane.
Alright, we can go through this stage now. It's my last life, though. I have to be really careful. I'll probably take a intentional game over in some stage later, just to be safe. Alright, we are through Fireman stage. Now I just have to do the fight. Again, some select pause shenanigans going on here. That was good.
And he does the... There's good use of the select button there, the pause, because if you're not too careful, if you're a little bit too lax with it, the ice crystal will keep shooting on through, so he has to make sure it kind of stays in place, but
Yeah.
that he's also not mashing it down too much and wasting time, so it's a nice use of it. So up next will be Bomb Man. He carries Fireman's weakness. And there's also a lot of fun zips in this stage as well with the use of the Magnet Beam.
We're gonna try to
That'll be a
snipe all
little bit
those fleas here. Alright, we got this. Oops. That was slow. Okay.
We have time for a couple donations.
Yes.
Absolutely.
We got one from Guy Next Door for $20. It says,
Ooh.
"Let's go, Kreble. Good luck on your guitar Mega Man run. Much love to Strizer as well. Always willing to donate to such a great event. Let's pew 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 cancer away, guys. GND hour." And we got one more from Iraq Vet, who donated $25. Says, "I'm a cancer survivor. I appreciate all of you guys. What all of you guys do for a great cause. Love a good Mega Man block. Good luck, runners, and Mafia hype."
Yeah, Mafia hype.
That's right, Mafia hype. Thanks, Vet and GND. Balloon
Yeah.
Get.
Thanks, guys.
So here he's going to break out the Magnet Beam here again and skip over a lot of this stuff. Not having to worry about going platform to platform where he can just take the beam ride over, saving a bunch of time. And he's going to try to execute a not a terribly tough zip here, but you know, anything with the guitar is very, very tough. Very, very difficult to do.
Yeah, pressing the wrong button is always bad. Pressing select instead of down, which is just one beside each other. Come on, get a pixel, please.
So he's looking to get his hand kind of stuck in the middle of those two ladder rungs, and he's going to want to have the beam go underneath the scoreboard, and then when he gets on top of it, it'll go over the top of the scoreboard, and that's where the
I screwed
perfect
up.
zip is. Oh,
I screwed up
Got
bad.
the wrong input.
I screwed up bad.
Alright, we're going to try that again. The stage is fun, though, so may as well do it twice.
Alright. Hand's so sweaty right now. Alright, we'll get this correctly this time. It's already hard enough with the controller, guys. Alright.
Doing a great job, sir. Doing a great job. So, back
That's
through
so
here
good.
again.
The first way was not the way how not to do it, kids. Oh, shoot.
Yeah, that was more of the better execution there on Kreble's part, but still doing a fine job here. He's going to freeze
Oh, boy.
Mr. Sniper Joe. At least we hope. And back for another beam ride, possibly.
Jeez. I'm having some really hard time with the controls here. Alright, so the importance of pressing the right button in zips is always... Can't stress enough. Oh no!
At least that's a good place to go, though, because you're right at the continue point.
Yeah, that's right.
And those spikes are definitely not friendly. This game, if you've played other Mega Man games out there, you'll get your, even though that doesn't apply there, you'll have at least some iframes that you can deal with if you fall on there. And no matter if you're in iframes or not at that section, if you fall on spikes in this game,
That's
you're
how
done
you do
for,
it.
So. And that
Oh,
was a nice.
jeez.
So then you zip through there, and then you fall through the dead space there that avoids the octopus batteries, but you'll still fall through the ceiling on the other side and have the Bomb Man fight. So he's going to want to use firepower. Again, he's going to use the pause buffer strats to get through this.
Alright.
I am a good kill.
So, up next,
So we have our final stage.
Gus seemed easy, but if I screw up just one movement at the beginning, I can mess this up real quick. But I'm gonna get through. I'm pretty sure.
Yes, and this is a very, very nice stage to have Magnet Beam for, because these little platforms here can be tricky at times with Magnet Beam falling through. You don't know exactly where to jump on these things, and plus it's another big time save instead of having to wait all of this out.
Yeah, saving all those platforms definitely save a lot of time. Makes this stage really short. All right,
And he's going to use the Magnet Beam here for this second wave, skip through over these pickaxe men here. And probably would try to get a wrap here. I don't know if
yes,
he's got enough to save himself.
Got it.
Let's see. And he got it, nice. So that skips that entire little section there without having to kill that guy. Saves you a few.
I wanted to go for a stupid zip here.
here.
There's not a people that know this, but you can actually zip over the corridor, which doesn't save time, but it's looking pretty cool. But I missed it. That's all right.
Still got over squishy though, so
Yeah.
plenty of health to take out Guts Man here. He has 3 bombs, and again, he's going to use the pause buffer strats to eliminate the big guy.
Oh, I missed the bomb. Of course. Wow. Okay. Okay, Guts is being a jerk now. Alright, we got it.
Alright. So on the Wooly, as you probably have seen here on the start screen, Mega Man only started off with 6 Robot Masters. From there on, it went to 8, or went to the Mavericks and to the other series. But so now we're already over to Wooly here.
Wooly.
We got time for another couple donations.
Sure.
Okay, absolutely.
Awesome. We got $25 from HJA, who says, crazy to see such a precise game played on the guitar. Good luck, Kreble. Awesome commentary from Sun. And we got another $20 donation from Polytopes with no message. Thanks very much, Polytopes.
Yo, Polly and HGA, thank you.
Yes, thank you very much, HA and Polly. Appreciate it.
Great Mega Man 9 players right there.
Absolutely are.
Oh,
So-
we missed the wrap.
Yeah, so Kreble wanted to go for a wrap here. He shot that beam just a little bit too high. Now that beam's a little bit trickier than the other ones too, because you actually have to wait a second before making your input to the left to skip through the wall. If you do it right away, you'll actually KO yourself. But he didn't get the beam, but that's okay. He just had to go through it the regular way, but it is nice to skip those flames.
Yeah, he really had a good flame bar screen though. Even though I missed the zip. Was lucky. Okay, here we
So
go.
right here is a super fancy way that I don't think he's going to be trying out here, but
No.
you can do a real super fancy magazine skip here where you go through the ceiling right there, but it takes some really precise inputs. And Kreble showing you again, guys, that those spikes are sharp. You don't want to do that, but he died at a good place there, right at the continue point.
Yes.
A nice
and Mega Man 1
wrap.
is the only game where you cannot hit the spikes even in your iframes. You die anyway, so it is pretty rough.
And those platforms, we didn't really discuss those, that we already seen them in Iceman stage, but those are really, really finicky, and you're going to
Random.
definitely want to have the magnet beam for that, because those guys are very unpredictable. They move around a lot, and even sometimes when you jump on them, even though you think you're landing on top, you might hit some sort of damage frame and you end up falling right through it. It's really, really screwy, so you definitely want to skip over them any chance you get. So here's the infamous Yellow Devil. Kreble's going to show you a fast, easy way to get through this in one cycle. Elect Man is the weapon of choice for this. He's going to appear, he's going to have his eyeball show, and that's when you're going to want to hit him.
Alright.
You
I
pause
almost
buffer there.
I almost went for to try the streamline thing, but I was just like, if I screwed up that.
Sometimes better safe than sorry. That was a nice
Yes.
kill. Really nice kill.
It was pretty good. Alright,
So on the
Wally
Wooly 2 here. This is a very tough stage, I think. One of the tougher ones in the game,
Yeah.
in my opinion. There's some really super fancy strats that you can do with wraps, but I don't think Kreble will be going for that. That's usually that's usually
not-
kind of an all-ditch effort to save your PB if you're behind.
Yeah, it's like it's not a marathon safe strat at all. You can skip those refights, but it's very soft log heavy. You can soft log so easily. And I'm having a really bad fight with Cut here. Alright. Cut's just gonna go with the Buster like always, because there's no block to use his weakness actually in this room for some reason. Okay, those guys
I
are...
don't think they would have set you up, but they want to make sure that you get through the other way. So, kind of unique in this game too is you've seen the Cut Man fight. There will be a second one here coming up with the Elect Man, and you will fight him actually in the Wily 2 stages. So this will be the last one, but normally you have a boss rush type of thing where everybody's there. But this game in particular, they decided to kind of break it up a little bit more. But you'll see the rest of the guys.
No! I died! No, that was bad. Bad. Game over. Shoot! Oh, man, I missed my input. Again! Oh, man, I'm doing really bad right now. Wow.
That's okay, sir. Shake it off. You got this. All right. So now we have 2 lives left here. I got to remember I'm the life counter here for coming up here in the Wily 4. So
I still have 1, so I'll be good.
it's good to kind of reset that and know exactly where we're at. So again, we're gonna face Cutman, but the good thing is, obviously, if he game's over, he gets all his health back. He doesn't. All his weapons are refilled and everything, so he doesn't have to worry about running out right now.
All right. Alright.
That was a nice avoidance there, those little pea shooter guys. Whatever they're called.
Oops. Alright.
And a nice pause buffer kill there to get Elect Man.
Alright. Now it's gonna be another zip here. Pretty soon.
It's very similar to the Elect Man magnet beam grab here. He's going to try to do with the ladders here.
Nice. Got it.
And he's falling through the screen. He's got to make sure that he goes over onto the correct screen, though, or he's going to fall into some invisible spikes that are there.
Nice. We got the
You'll
big
see him
setup.
stuck in the wall, and then he got the entire screen wrap and out the wall. It was a very nice job. That is harder than it looks even on a normal controller, let alone that little device that he has going on there right there with the guitar. So you're going to fight your twin here, and you can use any weapon. If you choose Elect, your twin's going to have Elect, pea shooter, etc. Fire's usually the way to go here. You can kind of time out his kill a little bit better and have that fire shield that will bump into him when he gets a little bit too close and personal with you. Kind of backs him off a little bit.
Alright.
And easy does it.
We can still make it under the estimate though.
You got this. So here's the Band-Aid room, as I like to call it, Wily 3. A very short stage, but you can do some fancy skips and wraps through here too. Is skip a lot of this stage, and it can go by very, very quickly if you do it all right.
I have a lot of beams now. Now it should not be a problem. Except I missed placement. Okay, I'm good.
He's going to try to get up here and wrap through a couple walls. And he skips through that entire thing, and he escapes. Gets through round 1.
There we go. We got it.
Going to try to do this again. And if he gets through here, he's going to try to skip through this entire ceiling right here.
Woo.
And he got it. Good, he got the quick one. You can also do a pause one that's slightly slower. You can still get through it, but the one where you can do the start input makes you go through the wall like rapid fire. So here's the dupes. What Creble's going to try to do is pick up and get the imaginary brick to pick up off there. He's looking for the last brick to leave the screen, and at the same time he wants to hit the shoot input. He didn't get any there, but that's okay. Sometimes it's kind of feast or famine with the dupes. Either have kind of that feel for it on that particular run or not. This time it didn't happen, but that's okay. You can do it the standard way. And I just want to make sure, sir, that you have 2 lives going into this last part.
Yeah, I think I do. I'm not sure though. I will check. I'm not taking any chance. You do have to have the extra life remaining for this stage because there's a death warp. Hey, I'm good. Okay. I was almost not good though. Wow. Woo, woo, woo. Okay, we got this. Let's go.
Yes. So the goal is usually to avoid those guys before they even appear on the screen and start shooting at you, but no big deal. He made it out alive. If not, he just would have walked in the pit, because when he's going to try to do up here a skip with the bosses, to skip the entire boss rush, and it will take a death to do that though, so he has to make sure that he has at least 1 extra life to go in here. He's going to try to do a wrap right here, or I'm sorry, a zip right through the wall. He's looking for a perfect pixel here to to land it on.
Nice. We got it.
And you got it. Nice job. And he's going to skip over. So to do this right now, what you're going to try to do is pause buffer the heck out of, or use the start buffer, I should say. And you can either use magnet beam or you can use bomb power. Bomb, he's going to want to shoot it off at the apex of his jump and then start firing away on it. You can do the same thing with the magnet beam, but you got to make sure that there's a magnet beam on screen when you go up through the ceiling.
There we go.
It won't count. And you got to mash like heck, but he got right through it there. And this right here, when you see all those crazy teleporters going by, that's all the bosses that you're skipping right there. It does cause a death, but you're right through, and now you're on to the final fight, Wily. And he does have 2 phases. He has machine, and well, it's basically both a machine, but the first one is with him concealed, and the second one he's out. I do believe, or at least he has an arm on it. I can't remember it off the top of my head. Anyway, it does take 2 phases. There's a lot of the games now that take 3, and time will be on the final hit here in the second phase. But Fire Shield is good. You can use cut, you can use elect too.
Time.
It's also pretty effective. But
all right, we're done.
Got the time.
29:37 is really not bad. Just slightly under the estimate. We didn't go past the estimate, guys. That's good.
That is good.
Ooh. Yeah, that was Mega Man 1 Guitar percent. I hope you really like that, guys.
Yeah, give it a try. It's it's intense, but
yeah,
you know, he does an amazing job, and he just got a PB the other day of 23:31. So
yeah,
he's got his time way down there. So just think about how impressive that might be. So great job again, sir, and thank you very much, Strizer, for putting this on, and all the people that were helping out with this whole and entire charity here. Your job doesn't go unnoticed. Thank you very much, and thanks for having us.
Yeah, thank you everyone for organizing this. Really awesome. And don't miss out the Mega Man block. It's gonna be awesome. There's gonna be some awesome runners coming up. It's gonna be really cool.
Absolutely. Thank you, everybody.